Hello and welcome back to another video. Here we are going to solve the last three questions, that is 9th, 10th and 11th from 97091 from October-November 2020. It is pure mathematics 1 and we have solved the previous question in the last video. And here is the 9th question. A circle has center at the point B 5,1. The point A -1, -2 lies on the circle. Find the equation of the circle. x difference 5 minus x upon y difference, that is going to be 1 minus 4. So it will give us 16 minus 4 is 12, and here it is 3. So minus 3 into 12 is equal to minus 5 minus x whole square. Minus got cancelled, and we got 5 minus x whole square as 36. Means 5 minus x should be plus minus 6, or x will be 5 minus 6 would be minus 1, so which is of course not possible, because yeah, it can be. So x, we are going to find two values and then we'll decide. X is going to be 5 minus 6 is minus 1, and 5 plus 6 is going to be 11. So now we can see the two x coordinates. One is 11, so it is the coordinate for C, and another is going, it has to be the coordinates of E. So the coordinates of E is going to be minus 1 comma 4. Worked for the y coordinates. So I hope it is clear. Let's do the next question. Here is the question number 10. Diagram shows part of the curve y is equal to 2 over 3 minus 2x whole square minus x, and its minimum point M, which lies on the x-axis. Of course this lies on the x-axis, so one thing we know about M is going to be y coordinate would be 0. Find expressions for dy over dx, first derivative of y, second derivative of y, and integration of the y with respect to x. So let's find the dy over dx for that. So first of all, I'll write y as 2 times 3 minus 2x power minus 2 minus x, this one. So from here we can find the first derivative, that is dy over dx. It is 2 power minus 2, so minus 4, 3 minus 2x to the power minus 3. And since we are going to use the chain rule, so we'll differentiate the bracket also, the term here, that is 3 minus 2x. So differentiation of this is going to be minus 2, and differentiation of minus x is minus 1. So we can simplify it in one more line. It is going to be 8 times 3 minus 2x to the power minus 3 minus 1, and then second derivative d2y over dx square would be 8 times, and derivative of the bracket, that is going to be minus 2, and differentiation of minus 1 is 0, constant. So it become minus plus 8 6 are 48, 8 6 are 48, and 3 minus 2x to the power minus 4. So that is going to be d2y over dx square, and it is dy over dx. Now let's find the integration of this. That is integration of 2 times 3 minus 2x minus 2 dx, and minus, we are finding y dx, like that. So minus the x, integration of x dx, because this is linear, so we are going to use 2 times 3 minus 2x to the power minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, so divide by minus 1, and it is going to be plus 2. We'll divide. In the differentiation we multiply by the differentiation of the bracket. In the integration we divide it by that. So minus integration of x is x square by 2, and plus we can write the constant of integration c, or we can write it as 2 got cancelled, and it is 3 minus 2x to the power minus 1 minus 1 upon 2x square plus c. That's the integration of it. B part, Find by calculation the x coordinate of M. And here is the diagram of it so that we can see it, what to find. And the coordinates, x coordinate of M we need to get. So we know that this curve was y is equal to 2 over 3 minus 2x square minus h. So we have found out the dy over dx. It was minus 1 here, so we can write directly as this, and hence it is going to be, I'll take it in the denominator, and it is going to be 8 upon 3 minus 2x whole cube is equal to 1, or 3 minus 2x 3 minus 2x whole cube is equal to 8, which can be written as 2 cube. So we can get two values from here, one value, that is the 3 minus 2x is equal to 2. Comparing them, so we'll get 3 minus 2 1 is equal to 2x. This means x coordinates of M is going to be 1 upon 2. So at minimum point this x is going to be 1 upon 2. That's the x coordinate of M. I hope it is clear. Let's do the next question, but I brought the diagram here. Find the area of shaded region bounded by the curve and the coordinate axis. So it means we need to find this area. We know this is going to be 0, 0, and here from the previous part we know that the x coordinate is 1 by 2, so y coordinate is of course 0. So area is going to be